Hello guys, my name is Mina Moth if you did not already know that, and welcome back to another video. So this week's video is basically kind of like, it's like a Zoom call chat with me and one of my best friends, Michael. Michael and I met last summer. We both go to Purdue together. He's going to be a junior like I am, but we met going to our study abroad to France, and I love him. Like, we're such close friends, and he has a YouTube channel, so you guys should check that out. I'm in a few of his vlogs, so that's super exciting. But we basically just have like a whole little chat about like life, and like we have this thing where we can talk about something so serious and then go to something so stupid in like 0.2 seconds. But one of the topics that we do discuss is George Floyd and the Black Lives Matters movement, which is I think one of the first topics we discussed in this video. So I just wanted to say that even though like you may not be able to see things as much on social media now, that doesn't mean that this movement has died down at all, and by no means should it. So continue making a difference in any way you can, whether that be donating, going to protests, like posting on social media, whatever you feel makes a difference. Like, just continue doing it. But with that, also be safe. We are in the middle of a global pandemic, so it is important to take care of yourself as well while you're changing the world. But also, just like an overall message of this video is just preach kindness and just make people's day better, because like the world is so scary right now, and I think that by all of us just being kind in one small way, it can create a ripple effect and just change the whole world, hopefully one day. But I just wanted to say that a little. No, that is one of the things that we discuss. Obviously, everyone has their own opinions on this topic. I personally think it's not acceptable at all what happened, and it really makes me sad, and my heart breaks and goes out to to his family. Like, I can't even imagine. It's just horrible. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you at the end of it. Life is hard.
Yeah.
Not even for us, just in general.
I know, it's just like, especially like the past week and a half too.
Oh
just been like
the whole George Floyd stuff.
I know, it's literally just like my entire heart is just like been sunk. I don't know how to properly grammatically word that. I don't care, but like it's just been so heavy this past like week and a half. I'm just like constantly thinking about it. Like, so sad.
I think that it's just like so crazy that like this was the tip of the iceberg for people. Like, I think some people are protesting like George Floyd's death, but I think like the bigger picture is everything that has come to that point that even happened.
Yeah,
you know?
I really have a picture that like I just saw it on Twitter and Instagram. It was just like a little graphic that was like tip of the iceberg kind of thing. I can't find it right now, but literally, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I wish you were here. Like, I wish you were in New York. I mean,
it'd be so nice. We could just have another late night talk. I would love one of those again.
No, okay. I miss our talks. I miss like just. Okay, wait. So are you gonna go on this trip? Are you going on a study abroad next year anymore?
I don't know. Like, cause like the thing is like I don't even know if we'd be allowed to. Are we?
I don't know. I made the decision that I'm not going to.
I've like planned around the fact that I'm probably not going to get to do that. And the only other opportunity I could see of myself studying abroad is if I spend a 9th semester at Purdue, and I would take that abroad. Because like, I don't want to spend any part of my senior year abroad, because that's like the whole time where you like your last time on campus.
Yeah.
But like, if I were to end up having to graduate in 4.5 years, like that last half semester, you know, a lot of my friends would be gone anyway, so I won't like really miss anything. So I could maybe spend that abroad, take like a couple of gen eds and get that experience. And then the other thing I was thinking of is I was literally watching YouTube, and there's this one guy who talks about how he just decided to go abroad to Korea for a year and just teach children English, even though he had no like that was not related to his major at all. Like, he just decided like, you know what, before I like settle in to the workforce in America, like I want to live in another country for a year. So I'm thinking like, you know, what if I graduate, get my degree, and then, you know, get a job, defer for a year, and then just like go to another country and like work, like a small job.
Next summer, let's go on a trip.
I'd be so down.
I'd be down. And I feel like I miss us traveling. I'm glad that we were lucky enough to have even gone on the study abroad last. Like,
I know, me too. I'm like looking back on it, I'm like, wow, you know, that was. I don't know where I was going with that. I like brain farted, but like I'm just so thankful for that experience because now I'm like looking back on it, and, like reliving it, and during this quarantine, that's just been super fun and valuable.
I think like the one regret I have is I wish that I like did more when we were abroad. Not that we didn't do a lot, like we did a lot,
Yeah.
but like I think I was so tired because we just got out of finals and then like we went straight to France and then we were doing all the traveling and then I continued traveling. I wish I had like given myself one day to like mentally prepare myself to go crazy for a whole month.
Yeah.
Because like not that we didn't do a lot, like we did so many things, but I feel like my head was not always in the place that we were at.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. See, that's interesting because I haven't really felt like that, but also I think like I remember it's funny because I feel like when we were in Portugal, like there was at least one instance where each of us was like not there because they were tired or like sick or something. But I don't think I ever skipped out on anything unless you count the whole like last 4 days of your trip, which I was not there for. But like,
I think we should go to like Bali. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Bali or Indonesia or the Maldives.
Open up the coconut shop. Sell coconuts in Bali.
It's so fun. You open up a coconut shop in Bali. Like I'm sure Airbnbs like aren't that expensive and like
you can rent a month by month.
See, I'm down. Like I wish we could go on. I wish we could like leave campus more this year because like I want to like do just something.
Okay, wait. I have some really exciting news. So I drove for the first time in a really long time, and I drove from my grandma's house to my apartment.
My god!
It's like a 25-minute drive. I was on the roads and everything.
Did you do well? Like, did
I only killed like 15 people, but it was fine.
You progress.
I know.
Dang, I'm so proud of you. Wait, so like what happened? Like, did you you sat in the car and then like?
Yeah, it was just like when we first drove around a parking lot, then I kind of got used to, the motions, and my mom was like, "Okay, just get on the road," and I'm like, "Oh." So I got on the road, and it wasn't as scary as I thought it was. Because when I was 16 and I first drove, I was like, I'm so nervous. I was.
Well, you ride on a bicycle, like, and I feel like a bicycle is like driving a car.
I mean, I guess it almost feels like it should feel that natural, like.
Well,
I don't know.
The funny thing is, like, I guess, like the spatial awareness is why, like, riding.
That's like the big thing, yeah. Or like getting used to the pedal, like.
Oh my god.
That's probably the hardest thing for me is like knowing how to accelerate and brake properly. But like turning.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay. See, I feel like left. Okay, I have this friend, and she's left-handed, and she uses her left foot to drive.
Oh wait, I mean, I guess that for some reason in my head I'm like one foot on the gas, one foot on the brake, just like crossed like this.
Does that? And I'm like, are you crazy?
Okay, if she uses one foot, which is like what you're supposed to do, that makes I can see that more, but that's just so awkward. Like you like contort your body almost.
Yes, she puts both of her feet on this one side and then brake, gas, brake. Gas.
Wild. That's wild.
Natalie, I need to start waking up before 1 p.m. So.
Oh, me too.
I wake up so late.
Yeah, me too. I wake up like afternoon every day these days. I go to bed at 4:30.
It's really hard when you have to get back on your study grind, and you weren't on one for literally a whole month.
Low key, yeah. I just I can't imagine that for 3 classes. Like I'm already like kind of worried about that for 1. So I feel you there.
Do the 3 classes like EC, linear, and PQ. Like what the heck was I thinking?
You know what? You'll come out the other end stronger.
Yeah, stronger after I like cry a bunch.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's the message of this video.
That's the message. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's so scary that like Corona's even like a thing. Like it just doesn't feel real, Like I'm sitting in my bedroom in my house, and like all this stuff is going on in the world, and I can't see any of it because I'm staring at my wall.
Mm-hmm.
And like it doesn't feel. It feels just not like real life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I'm part of me is like so used to it now. Yeah. That's like I've just been doing these things. But then also this past week, because of like, the protests and everything, and like Corona's no longer the headlines, it's Black Lives Matter. I feel like it's like almost in my head, it's like, oh, I forgot that this pandemic.
Yes.
Because I haven't been seeing the images of like, hospitals and
Yeah.
seeing people social distance as much, especially in Texas because everything's reopening already. Like,
And then, oh my god, if any of my children say I'm bored, I'm like, you want to know boredom? When boredom is sitting in your bedroom and staring at the wall for literally a whole month.
No, I'm totally gonna be that. Like, if like my child wants to go out to a party or something, I'll be like, and I don't want them going out, I'll be like, listen, I stayed inside for a whole year.
Yeah.
You can stay inside tonight.
It just all feels so unreal.
Yeah, this is kind of wild because like in my head I had a weird feeling that 2020 would just be like a crazy year, and I was like literally like, because like I don't know, I'm not that I'm like super psychic or like have a sixth sense or like a third eye or whatever, but like usually like before like on New Year's I get really reflective and like think about what's coming in the next year, and then like I always got a sense that like 2020 would just be like a crazy year, and in my head I thought it would be so positive. But I remember in my head I was like, this year is gonna be like out of this world. Like, you're not gonna believe this is actually what 2020 is. And in my head I'm like, okay, that's gonna mean like I'm having such an amazing year. Like maybe, I don't know, I'll get an amazing job.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I completely forgot to film an intro and an outro when me and Michael were filming this, but that's okay. You get solo Mina time. But just one more thing to add at the end is that this is the time for education. We all have so much free time right now. I mean, obviously we're all doing like things, like I'm taking summer classes, like we're all doing things with our life, but we have, I guess, more time than we usually would if we were out in our day-to-day lives. So take time to really educate yourself, and honestly just better yourself, understand your privilege, which is a really big thing because so many of us have privilege. Like, I have so much privilege. Like, it's just really important to be aware of that. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I realized that I really need to start learning how to film YouTube videos and how to edit it. Like, I'm so sorry if this is horribly edited. I have literally no experience with any of that, but we're learning, we're trying. My brand is authentic. We're gonna keep it very authentic, very real, very honest. So that's just like the kind of person I am, and also not very good with the editing stuff, so we're learning that. But anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching.